The transition from home to full-time school or from elementary school to middle school can be a time of great anxiety for children, but giving them the time and the resources to transition slowly makes those changes much easier and exciting for kids. The transition planning team uses their knowledge as teachers and parents to come up with ways to help children during those transitions.
Previous to Linkages, it was really just kindergarten and educare getting together, and the Linkages grant and process really helped us to look at what we were doing and really put a thought behind it, like this is why we're doing it, this is when we want to do it, and then expand on it.
The Linkages process has a core goal of facilitating family and student transitions from pre-K into community schools. This requires a multi-level approach. The Linkages initiative works to identify transition needs across the entire community and to coordinate the various organizations and agencies who have a role to play in successful transitions, including local school districts, city government, foundations, pre-K and infant services, and Tacsi. Local school-level transition teams form the second level of the Linkages process. These are school-based teams which focus on the unique needs of their school. Each school has its own needs based on demographics, existing programs, and involved agencies. So having local coordination at each school is vital to translating community-wide initiatives into local, workable solutions. The Linkages process includes everything from making sure pre-K and kindergarten teachers communicate about upcoming transitions to implementing new programs which address specific needs. Summer Institute is an example of a new program that has been implemented in 2 Tulsa area schools through the Linkages process.
This program is like an orientation for kids who've never been to school before to have a fun sample of separating from their moms, coming and being with other children and trying that out for a little while so that when school starts in the fall, they'll feel more comfortable.
It kind of gives them a little pre-practice, low pressure, half a day, 2 weeks, and then you still get a little bit more time before school starts to kind of digest what's going on.
From a child who has not done this before, they haven't yet had practice sharing their space, sharing their attention with groups, having interactions with their peers as opposed to just alongside of their peers. So they take a little bit longer to get ready to take in the rest of the information the teacher wants to share with them. Children who've come to this program, they get to practice with a smaller group of students and a larger group of teachers. So when they come in, they're ready on day one without so much anxiety and so much inexperience being in a room with everyone else.
The parent piece is inviting them into the classrooms for 30 minutes once or twice a week during that 2-week time to play alongside their child. We're also going to have parent meetings to kind of talk about the social things that are going on in the classroom and ways they can help them at home to help their child grow and mature in those areas.
What he usually does is he's kind of getting, used to coming to school, getting ready to come to school in August, because he really hasn't ever been around a lot of kids because it's just him and his sister at home. So I think it's really important for him to come so he can interact with other kids and get to know what school is about. I think that it's really important for him because I want him to interact with other kids and be social with other kids and to learn how to share his things with other kids.
It's important because Ethan has never been to big boy school, as we call it. He's been at Educare, which is for 3-year-olds. So this is his first year going to be here, so I figured it'd help him get ready. And he could do it with his big brother who's already been here a year, so he could help him out, show him examples. And that way he can get to know some of the teachers and understand that, it's different kind of setting than Educare,
A lot of preschools have something on the first day of school called a boo-hoo breakfast, and of course it's not for the children, it's for the parents, but mom and dad's hearts are just broken to see their babies grow up so fast. So one of the things that's really wonderful about this program is that parents get to try that out too. They get to come, practice saying goodbye for just a short time, and then come back and get experiences knowing that their child is successful without them, that their child is experiencing things away from the home, and that they get to come and participate with their child's first learning experiences. Mom and dads, they really love that.
I think that Summer Institute would be obviously very beneficial for the kids' sake and the teachers' sake. It provides a lot of balance for them. Coming from even just a week or two of Summer Institute, it can provide a lot of confidence coming into school. They know how to do things. They know, where to go. They know what classroom they're in. It also provides for the teachers, those kids that can do the things, then they can teach other kids that don't know how to do it. So it's beneficial to have, even if it's 2 or 3, that are in the classroom that know, then they can teach the other kids some of the procedures and help them, and it benefits everybody in general.
The Summer Institute is just one example of what is possible when communities dedicate time and energy to the transition from pre-K into a community school. The Linkages process creates a framework that allows these programs and empowers families to navigate life transitions in a way that brings about the best possible education outcomes for every student.